It is already 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which means if I get this video up today, it's going to be very late, unfortunately, and I'm sorry. Also, I missed a day. It was one of the days I was feeling really, really bad, and I think actually that day I had recorded a video, and then after I watched it back, I was like, no, I'm not putting that up on YouTube. I ended up using part of those clips, I think, for the following day. Anyway, not to go too far into that, you may see my mess around me. I just cleaned out my truck. My truck has needed to be cleaned out for a long time. It was packed with jackets, blankets, clothes, stuff we've taken on kayaking trips, and my crocheting stuff I took over to family members, just all kinds of stuff. So I had to get that cleaned out, and I guess I wanted to share with you guys what I'm doing. I recently watched Roots and Refuge. Jess, she put up a devotional on her channel, and I used to not watch her devotionals years ago because I still don't call myself religious, because I think religion is actually the opposite of what Jesus was going for. But anyway, I used to not listen to her devotionals, but I finally did one day, and I'm glad I did, because it touched my heart and it changed my life. The last devotional she put up was, I believe it was titled "Tend What You Can Reach," and there was two main topics in that talk, one of which was about making sure the lens that you're viewing God through is clean and correct. And then the other was about managing what God has given you well. And how that applies to my life is that I've been homestead dreaming for a while now. It was 2018, I believe, where my whole mindset changed. But even before that, I think starting in 2014 is where I found the homesteading realm of YouTube, and I had some desire for it then, but I think in 2018 is where, without my control, my whole mindset just shifted. It was also around that time where I believe that the Lord first spoke to me about this. He told me to look around at what I have and look at how I'm taking care of it. And the truth is, I wasn't. I, much like Jess, have always been a messy person. Disorganized, untidy. I used to say lazy. I don't think it's lazy anymore. I think it's just, I struggle. I get overwhelmed. My anxiety and my depression, my mental health gets in the way sometimes. I'm learning more and more about why these things happen, but I used to just get upset with myself. I'm a slob, I'm disgusting, what's wrong with me, whatever. So in her talk, she was talking about tending what you can reach, and what she meant was, if you're wanting for more, first you got to look at what you have, and are you taking care of that well? Are you managing that well? Are you doing well with what God has already given you? And the answer to that for me was no. No, I'm not. I've been a lot better than I used to be. I used to not. I mean, this doesn't look so good. And if I turn the camera around and showed you my whole house right now, it does not look so good. It doesn't look good. But I try not to let it get like this. This is like this because I said, like I told you, I just cleaned out my truck. So now I've got to deal with everything that came out of my truck. And then yesterday for a birthday party, I was cooking for hours in here, and then had to go straight to the birthday party and didn't get home till late. So none of that stuff got cleaned up. And then first thing this morning, I had to go run some errands, take my boyfriend something that he forgot at his job, go pick up prescriptions for him, and come home and feed the animals. And then I cleaned out my truck before it got too hot. And now I've got this huge mess. I've got a video I've got to shoot. And the day's almost over. And then dinner, and there's just a lot. But the point of it is that after watching that video from Jess, it was a reminder, because like I said, I heard that message from God back in 2018, I believe it was. It was before COVID, I know that. Could have been 19, but I'm pretty sure that year I was back and forth between my mom's and who I was living with before, so I don't think it was then. I think it was 2018. And I started decluttering back then. I never successfully finished what I was doing because the relationship fell apart and things fell apart. But when I moved out here, when I met my boyfriend, I moved out here, the only thing I came with was a backpack, a pillow, a blanket, a journal, and a couple items of clothing. I really didn't have much when I left from where I was before. The situation was that I had to take what I couldn't get out when I could. So I left everything behind. And that breaks my heart every time I think about it. I really don't want to think about it because I had a lot of very cherished items, a lot of memories, a lot of photos and things that my children had made for me, and I wish I could get them back, but it's not going to happen. So I came into this relationship and this household with basically nothing, and over the years I have found a way to clutter it up again. And I really don't want all this material stuff. Now a lot of it is like my arts and crafts supplies, which are in tubs now, and I haven't taken them out to use them since I put them in tubs. I was trying to organize it, and the way that my mind works is out of sight, out of mind. If it's not sitting out for me to see, I'm going to forget it exists and I'm never going to use it. Therefore, it becomes a waste of money and it takes up space. And because we're living in a camper, I can't afford to leave things out where I can see them. We don't have enough space for it. We don't have enough space for all this stuff, all my hobbies. So, I am re-motivated. That is the point of this video. I am re-motivated to declutter my life, to clean not only my physical surroundings, my internal as well. And Jess has mentioned, and I've heard it said before, and I believe it's true, your surroundings are a direct reflection of what's going on inside of you. And chaos and clutter in my home is exactly what's going on inside of me. I want to feel clean and organized and well managed. I think by starting with my immediate surroundings, I think it's going to help me internally. So that's what I've been doing. Cleaned out my truck. I'm going to start working on this. It's a bit overwhelming right now because there is so much. I'm going to go through those bins and either sell or get rid of what I haven't really been paying attention to in the last year. Someday I will have my my craft space and I can fill that with all the stuff. But right now in this camper, it's just too much. It's taking storage space away from things that I really wanted it for, like being able to preserve what I'm growing. I don't have any space to store food items and the things that I'm making out of what I'm growing or foraging for, because it's being taken up by all of my clutter. I want to go through my clothes. I've just got piles and piles of clothes. I don't even know where these clothes came. Well, yes, I do. When I started at the job I was working at, I didn't have anything. And the girls, the ladies there, all donated clothes to me. Everybody helped me get back on my feet and make sure that I had what I needed. It's been growing from there. Basically, every time my boss's wife cleaned out her closet, she brought everything in, and that's just how they did it. You know, one of my old co-workers, when her and her sisters were cleaning out their closets, they brought all the bags in, let us pick through them before they donated, and I ended up with all these clothes again. So I want to go through all my clothes, get rid of that. I want to go through my tubs over there, get rid of that. I want to get rid of extra dishes that we don't need. I just want to declutter, clean, work on what I have here once I learn to manage what I have, what's in front of me, what I can reach, what God has already given me. There's no point in getting a bigger house and more land and more animals if I can't manage what I have right now. It just doesn't make sense. So I've got a lot of growing to do. I got to make changes. And I was just talking to my boyfriend earlier about I felt a little lost since leaving my job. Had a routine, even though I didn't think I needed routine. I have felt a little lost. I'm not really sure what to do, when to do. You know, I've not been managing my time well. I feel like I should have more free time and it doesn't feel like it. And I don't know where all my time is being used. So I told him what I think I'm going to do is create a time budget for myself. First, I'm going to evaluate it. I'm going to see exactly where all my time is being spent. And I know right now with this 30-day challenge and all that batch cooking I was doing, most of my time is going to that. But there's still so many hours in the day that I just lose. I don't know where they're going. It doesn't make any sense. And I don't feel like I'm accomplishing anything. And it's very frustrating because the whole point of me quitting this job was to get things done around here, to have more time and energy to do these things, to be able to get this stuff in order. And so far, I feel like I'm failing. And he was telling me, you know, you've only been out of work for 3 weeks really, but the first week we were out of town. So it's really only been 2 weeks, and I've been kind of running here and there, and I'm just not settled in. I don't have my new routine. And he was telling me to quit being so hard on myself, that, you know, I'm supposed to use some of this time for myself, to relax, to you know, just have some time for myself. And I need to quit trying to do so much all at once and feeling like a failure when I can't do it, and nobody's expecting that out of me. And I told him, you know, I'm worried that his family is going to start feeling like, well, what is she doing? You know, she's not working anymore. What is she doing? You know, anyway, that's the plan. I need to figure out where my time is going, and then I need to create a budget for myself, like a time blocking system where this amount of time is going to be dedicated to this, and then this, or certain days even. Like he was saying, on Mondays you can focus on this, and on Tuesdays you can focus on, well, on Tuesdays are going to be his days off, so that's going to be our days. Wednesdays could be for this and that. Trying to figure out how to do this, and I'm ready to get started. Like, I'm motivated to get started. Would you be interested in, like, seeing me go through some of this? There were a couple channels I used to watch a while ago. I don't remember the name of the one channel I'm thinking of specifically, but she was a hoarder and she got sick of it. So she started a YouTube channel just to hold herself accountable, just to be held accountable. She introduced herself, showed her entire house in all its messiness, and I know that had to be so hard for her. She documented every step of the way. Let the world see her and hold her accountable, and she got that house clean. I know that there are people who enjoy watching cleaning videos. If you're interested and you just want me to set the camera up while I go through stuff, I'll do it. I don't care. I mean, maybe I should be ashamed, but I don't know. I feel like I'm tired of hiding. I'm tired of having to wear masks all the time, and I'm just tired of, I don't want to get into all that right now. That's going to be the video today. I just want to share that with you guys, show you just a little bit of my mess. Maybe I'm just not quite ready to show you my entire mess yet, but if you guys are open to seeing it and you want to sit with me while I go through some of this stuff, let's do it, man. Let me know in the comments. And I did have somebody comment on the video where I was talking about going through the self-help journey with me. I've already got one person who wants to go on that journey with me, and I'm actually really excited about that. If you want to go on this journey with me, like, I'm going to be taking a lot of journeys. I've got the time now. I'm going to be working inside and out on my life, and if you want to come along with me, I would love to have you there. So let me know, and just thank you guys for being here. Thank you for man, I've been getting a lot of comments recently on my videos, and I really love talking to you guys and interacting. I know sometimes in the past I haven't been real good about that, because I'll get in these headspaces, and it's like I don't have the mental capacity or the energy to even respond to a comment, and I'm trying to do better. I want to build a community here. I want this to be a place for us to hang out and create friendships and support each other. I know I need that, and if you need that, I want to be that. I want this channel to be that for you. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.